Hello, my name is Darkberries. I hijacked this channel to talk about Origin Global February new gacha gear recommendation and review. To pull is the free-to-play, collect the 2 pieces gacha ticket from ROOSHop Weekly, random from Mysterious Shop Daily, or via redeem code etc. You can also self-select any part you like. After pulled 150 prize, can be carried to the next gacha banner. Some viewers are confused about the meaning of Tier 0, Top 1, Top 2. So I will make a quick explanation here. Tier 0 is the best, but most of them are paid to win with neon berries event like Sky Tower, daily lock-in, pouring chest and etc. Also there are required to refine plus 15 or 18. Top 1 is the best too, but not overpowered than Tier 0. Also, Top 1 is free to play, because most of them are obtainable via gacha wishing. And Top 2 is the alternative choice, when Top 1 in Tier 0 is not yet available. The stats are good, but it was recommended to wait for Top 1 or Tier 0 instead. Also, the gacha tier ranking is based on Taiwan players' choice, and ranking might change while Taiwan also keeps adding new gacha every 3 weeks. First, we going to talk about the 2 days limited offer costume, Jade Moonlight, set, only available from February 21st 22. Headwear, Jade Rabbit, is an overpriced DPS hat. Its main function is to provide Moonlight buff for the Jade Moonlight costume, explain later. If you compare with Sheriff Hat, which gives roughly 13% damage increment, but Jade Rabbit gives roughly 13.5% damage increment. The 80% mostly already reached diminishing return, so is less effective. 80% can be easily reach diminishing return after 3rd class, you will feel it after above 50%, become very less effective after 100% and above. This means if you keep increasing 80%, the damage boost will become minor only. Also means that, increasing race, size, and elemental damage is better than 80%. If your 80% is already over 50% to 100% or above, which most of the players do. Backwear, Jade Bankai, is an overpriced tank backwear. Its main function is also to provide Moonlight buff for the costume, explain later. Mouthwear, Jade Gemstone, is a Tier 0 magic DPS mouthwear. It also can provide Moonlight buff for the costume, explain later. You can forget about the Moonlight buff for the costume. Itself alone is a very overpowered magic DPS mouthwear. Backwear, Jade G-Fit Basket, is a overpriced universal backwear. It also can provide Moonlight buff for the costume, explain later. Costume, Jade Moonlight, is an overpriced DPS costume. You gain 15% physical and magic damage for 6 seconds, if you have 4 stacks buff, which need 32 seconds to build up. But if you wear other Jade series gear, you can collect Moonlight buff faster, to trigger the Jade Moonlight costume effect more frequency. But seems you need 2 to 3 pieces Jade series gear to keep the costume effect gain buff faster, aka forced to wear a set just for the 15% physical and magic damage. Note that, the Jade series is not Tier 0 or Top 1 gear, for some of the classes, so this is such a waste to change gear, just for the costume 15% physical and magic damage buff with 4 seconds downtime, which is not worth it at all. The Bunny Sheriff is still the unbeatable T1 DPS costume, just for its 6 to 8% skill damage. Skill damage is the best damage multiplier, since it is rare to get. In a nutshell, Warlock gets the Jade Gemstone, others all can be skipped. Unless you want to collect costume and get the Wishing Tree Gacha token. Next, is the costume gacha, Stellar Dream. Costume set will be available from 25 February to 5th of March. Stellar Dream is included Top 1 Magic DPS and Doram Gacha gear banner. Must get for Warlock, Doram, and future sure 3rd class maybe lol. Headwear, Stellar Dream Hat, is Top 1 Neutral DPS hat. It provides neutral damage, which is good for Ranger, Doram, and future Shura maybe. Because at second job, Paladin and Monk both are neutral damage dealers as well, so after third job Royal Guard and Shura might be the same as well, maybe. You can get this if you plan to play third job Royal Guard and Shura, as this confirmed is the Top 1 DPS hat for Doram and Ranger. Doram is the new T0 class that somehow replaces Rune Knight at the Taiwan server now. But the global server rumor said might skip Doram and go to Royal Guard and Shura instead. For the sake for future Tier 0 Doram class, physical build, this is highly recommended to pull this hat and wait Doram. Costume, Stellar Dream, is a Tier 0 magic DPS costume. But it requires Refine plus 18, which is a very end game. Warlock can gain global cooldown % easily with Sprint armor set, and few from Gacha gear, Clock Tower Manager card. So Warlock can easily achieve 29% to 32% global cooldown, which is a bonus of 6% to 8% magic damage with 100% uptune. Also with a 12% ignore magic defense, that is needed for PvP and 6% damage to large, which is needed for MVP boss, PvE content. Making this costume is a Top 1 magic DPS costume, but needs Refine plus 18. You can use Bunny Sheriff as temporary, if you still not yet Refine plus 18. Backwear, Stellar Dream Staff, is a common Warlock Ghost build PvP gear, which is not popular after the Fire Lightning build buff. This gear also can be used with Gravitational Field Farm, if you have very high global cooldown reduction, which will farm better than Fire Lightning. Facewear, Luna Dream Sticker, is a common DPS facewear. The SP recovery effect is somehow useless, while you can use Blue Pot. The damage to Formless Race is also not very useful, so this can be skipped. In a nutshell, it should look like this. If Global Dev didn't change the Gacha banner order, or the item stats, the upcoming costume sneak peek should be like this.